In Colossians 3:2, Paul instructs believers to set your mind on things above, not on earthly things. This isn't just spiritual advice. It's literally telling us to redirect our mental focus toward heavenly, eternal perspectives rather than getting caught up in temporary worldly concerns. Research shows that upward gaze, literally looking up, has fascinating effects on the brain. This is an interesting one. It activates the sympathetic nervous system in a positive way, increasing alertness and optimism. Positive visualization engages the brain's reward centers, which releases dopamine and strengthens neural pathways associated with hope and motivation. Looking upward can shift us out of our default mode network where rumination and negative thinking occur into more present moment awareness. Studies show that even the physical act of looking up can improve mood and reduce depressive thoughts. This works because God designed our brains so that the physical act of looking upward naturally shifts our mental and emotional state. When we combine this with focusing on God's goodness, we're literally changing our brain chemistry, rewiring neural pathways for positivity, activating hope and reward centers, and breaking negative thought cycles. So, to apply this, when you look up at the sky today, visualize God's goodness. And then you're using both your physical brain response to upward gaze and the power of positive faith-based visualization to literally transform your mental states. It's a perfect example of how God's design for our bodies aligns with his spiritual instructions. The Bible references looking up dozens of times, and it's remarkable how often this physical action is connected to spiritual breakthrough, hope, and divine encounter. Here are some examples. Luke 21:28 says, "When these things begin to take place, stand up and lift up your heads because your redemption is drawing near." Psalm 121:1 says, "I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from?" John 11:41 said, Jesus looked up and said, "Father, I thank you for you have heard me." In Mark 7:34, Jesus looked up to heaven and with a deep sigh and said, "Be open." And before he took the 5 loaves, it says he was looking up to heaven, he gave thanks in Luke 9:16. There's approximately 50 to 70 direct references to looking up, lifting your eyes, or lifting heads in various translations of the Bible, plus many more indirect references to gazing toward heaven, mountains, or seeking God's face. The pattern is looking up often precedes breakthroughs, like Jesus before his miracles, and it's associated with hope and redemption. It represents seeking divine help, and it's a posture of worship and gratitude. This suggests that God built this neurological response into us intentionally, making the physical act of looking up naturally align with spiritual seeking and hope. Take some time today and go outside and look up and think about the goodness of God and see things with a heavenly, eternal perspective rather than getting caught up in the temporary worldly concerns. I hope this helps you in your journey today.